Today, we present to you the case study of Barnes & Noble. We will be sharing with you the story of the rise and near demise of the pioneer community bookstore that once dominated the industry. We will explore the transformation of technology and its impact on the strategy of the bookstore giant. Barnes & Noble began its story back in 1886 in New York City. From its humble beginnings, Barnes & Noble has been continually evolving its business model. It has experienced rapid growth to become the largest book retailer in the United States. Between 1989 and 1992, it grew from 23 superstores to 105. In 1993, the book superstore giant went public, selling over 8.2 million shares at $20 each. As it continued to evolve, Barnes & Noble expanded into different segments of the printed book markets, including book publishing, becoming the leader in illustrated book publishing. In addition, the company continued to expand its store model to create community centers that included Starbucks coffee shops, free internet access, and integrated community events. Barnes & Noble has a history of online presence through various outlets. They began by offering free apps allowing users to access an entire range of ebooks, read exclusive content and reviews, and provide information on in-store events. Its next evolution included selling books online through AOL, launching a website, and involvement in the ebook business. Unfortunately, the company exited the ebook business in 2003 due to lack of sales, only to re-enter in 2009 with an online bookstore in its version of the ebook reader, the Nook. This created an online presence where customers could access the full database of books and free downloads. This strategy was supported by strategic partnerships with Microsoft and Pearson. Barnes & Noble now finds itself in a position of losing market share of print books to discounted ebooks, with Amazon being its largest competitor. By 2013, Barnes & Noble faced fierce competition from two main players, Amazon and Apple. While Apple had a relatively small share of the market, its share was growing the fastest, Sun 2013. However, Amazon dominated the market with 65% of the ebook market and a strong international presence, an area where Barnes & Noble was weak. Not only did Amazon have a larger share, it was also changing the industry landscape by introducing self-publishing, allowing authors to upload directly to Amazon. This helped drive content to Amazon that Barnes & Noble did not have. Amazon used its advantage of being first to market and allowing authors to publish best-selling works both in print and online. Amazon's technology edge also proved to be an advantage. Consumers were given free samples to entice them to purchase and also had technology to offer recommendations to readers, capitalizing on its in-depth knowledge of customers' preferences and buying behaviors. Hands down, Amazon had the lead in digital content. Amazon has changed the game, paving the way for a new business model where authors can cut the publisher middleman out nearly completely, increasing the revenue stream for the author and threatening the publishing industry as a whole. Apple also allows authors the ability to publish their work directly, both in print and online platforms. Because Barnes & Noble cannot offer authors the volume that Amazon can, it continued looking into leveraging its technology and retail platform internationally through additional partnerships. Though Barnes & Noble may have had the superior technical product, it just can't compete with the brand of Amazon. Its retail outlets, though, may prove to be the winning strategy by offering the in-person experience that Amazon cannot. Barnes & Noble must make a decision about the best path forward and respond to the change in the market and reader preference from analog to digital. Its initial foray into the ebook business didn't have the foresight to see where the market was going and lacked the vision of the potential of this new market. During that period from 2003 to 2009, when Barnes & Noble had exited the ebook business, Amazon was committed to the ebook market and gained the upper hand. The consolidation of the national retail booksellers was one of the driving forces for Barnes & Noble to enter back into the market. The bankruptcy of Borders left Barnes & Noble with a big opportunity to capitalize on this market niche, as they are the last brick-and-mortar store standing. While the Nook business yielded impressive initial results, it has proven not to be a sustainable business model on its own. Let's face it, Barnes & Noble can't compete against the Apples and Amazons of the world. Their brand is not as strong and they don't have the capital necessary. The Nook business line is actually losing money for the company, and Barnes & Noble was late to embrace the disruptive technology that is shifting the market. Barnes & Noble can't sustain market share and can't endure year after year of losses in the Nook division. The retail bookstores are still profitable, though, highlighting how Barnes & Noble may have missed its opportunity to take advantage of an emerging technological market. When markets shift, especially due to disruptive technology, it's essential that the dominant firms embrace this disruptive nature and leverage their resources and buying power to proactively respond to the change. For Barnes & Noble, the competitive arena may not be the ebook market, and instead may be the retail stores and community spirit that those stores foster. In the end, Barnes & Noble will have to take a hard look at their business model, distribution, and ultimately their ability to cultivate and create a memorable experience for their customers while strengthening their partnerships in order to survive in an economy driven by the digital market, which may have passed them by.